We'll do a campaign and maybe a rogue one. No, don't need a tutorial. And that's basically all the story we get. But, in short, the Cryptark is basically this giant alien vessel floating out in space that this particular group has found. And this particular group, these alien feds, have essentially contracted our ship as a derelict mining group. It is our job to go in, remove all of the automatic defenses, which are still very much in working order, even though the crew has long since died off. Basically go through these sort of derelict ships, scavenge what we can, remove the defenses, and get these ships ready for the federal group to take over and, you know, start to mine this ancient alien technology. And the recent update, this has been in existence for a couple years now, and I've had it for basically since it first came onto early access. And, yeah, it has gone over, like, initially it was fun, but there wasn't much to it, and then it was still fun, but it was, oh my god, so hard, and, you know, actually completing it became more or less crazy hard. And the... oh. Well, that's interesting, Val. Oh, and it's free. Cool. But, the most recent update of 3 days ago, well, 4 days now that we are past midnight, it has actually removed 2 of the waves, and so instead of there being 8 ships you have to go through, there's only 6. So, you know, that makes the game a lot more manageable. And it's essentially, you know, roguelike in a sense, in that the maps are randomized, or I guess it would be roguelite. The maps are randomized, the upgrades you get are randomized, and I do now have all of the different ships, or, well, mechs, I guess, unlocked. Oh. Huh. And, if I want to, I can customize the look of it, it would seem, with extra artifacts. So let's try that, since I do have 1 extra artifact. Cool. So yeah, extra skins. I did not know. Extra skins. Cool. Basically, like, it's one of those things where it's those... the purists get pissed if you call something a roguelite a roguelike, because it is not, you know, depicted in ASCII art and turn-based, and... it is not 100% exactly like Rogue, so it is not a roguelike. But basically, the different mechs have different things. This one has max health of 6, max hull 9, different specific abilities. This one can launch a short-range teleport beacon and unlock locked doors. Temporarily slow down time. each have different weapons loadouts. I really wish I could show with my mouse the pulse thing. Basically, each of the weapons types. Like the pulse is an energy type weapon, the taser is a melee weapon, the railgun is a cannon type weapon, frag grenades, grenade type weapon, and hey, it starts with a key. Cool. And so, you know, like, the best weapons are scattered. This one has a medium machine gun, which is not the best, but it's good. It also has a tractor beam, which is fucking amazing. Oh, and a fixed 10, which is really nice to start out with. Let's see, that one's... This is the last one I unlocked, because this one's special ability is that it has 2 more item slots than the others do, but it has 2 less weapon slots. So I had no interest in that. This one starts with the flamethrower and the saw, which is pretty goddamn good. This one has the Hush rifle, and oh, this one starts with homing rockets. This, however, starts with the pulse cannon and a railgun, and is easily my favorite weapon.
Look alive, crew. Contact target spacecraft. Stand by for boarding actions.
Also, let me know if you could hear that well. I had the volume lowered so that I could play this while watching videos, and I'm pretty sure I raised it back up enough, but if you guys can't hear it, I will raise it up even more. The game, unfortunately, does not have much going for it in the way of music. That is the one real downfall right now. Oh, and they really took care of the money aspect. That was a really, really big issue before this most recent update. Previously, in this first wave of derelict ships, we'd be seeing numbers like 60k, 80k for a big target. Now, obviously, things are very much more reward-friendly, and they added a bunch of new bonus restrictions. So the bonus restrictions, if you get all 3, you get amazing rewards. There is an additional all bonuses bonus on top of the 3 bonuses. So that's really nice. So no supply pods, keep door lock systems, and don't trip alarms. That is actually an amazing set of bonuses. I may well go for this one, but let's take a look. You pick out 1 ship in a wave, and then you move on to the next wave. So it's very strategic which ship you pick. Also, the types, we have a duplex, a factory, a stockade, and a warship. Each of the types is a different set of random things that might be in the layout. Like the duplex has 2 of the brain things. Those are the system cores. When you defeat the core, that's it. The stage is over, and you know, you have no more time to go around and pick up more stuff. You know, that's at that immediate point, stage ends, you move on, and yeah, so duplex has 2 cores, everything else has 1 core. So let's see, no supply pods, don't trip alarms, don't use repair kits. Does have 1 health station, but we'll see. That's that is a much less tantalizing target. Duplex, destroy all systems. I love seeing destroy all systems as a bonus target, because that's what I generally do anyway. I mean, that's the big draw of the game, is to go in and just blow the hell out of everything. But loadout max 80k is the thing I really don't like to see. Basically, the default loadout is already more than that, and that's just the bare bones. So you gotta go bare sticks, I suppose, to get the loadout max things. And also no energy weapons. The pulse cannon we have is an energy weapon, so we would have to leave that behind, and well, that would be good for the loadout max thing. It's also... does have a door lock, flak cannons, sentries. That would honestly be a pretty easy target, so I may actually go for that one. Ooh, destroy all systems, no repair kits, no supply pods. And... yeah, that is still the thing, that the bonuses are still purely random and not, you know, changed up by wave or changed up by what your, you know, choice of mech is. That is still a thing that needs to be worked on. So build, well... yeah, that's 190k, plus another, so that's 250k-ish, plus probably another 100k for the bonus, and this is, looks like 250, oh wow, okay, that is crazy higher. So yes, we are taking on the duplex, and it shows you all the things. You can take a look if you're unfamiliar, find out what each of these things are beforehand. So, only ships that have the flak cannon controller system, not all of them do, will have the flak turrets. And I'll show you what those are once we get in, but yeah. Oh geez, heavy sentinels. That's not so good. Pickets, slimers, spike dogs, and pickets. Okay. In we go! So, when we are in campaign mode, which we are, we start out in our ship, and we can see there's the captain, a couple of people working ops and tactical and navigation and such. There's the ship's cook. Or is that just a scientist? Not sure, that is somebody, I think that is a scientist. Then we have our hammerhead shark alien here, who, controls the cargo bay and all the, weapon loadouts and everything. And while we're in the cargo bay, we can practice with any and all of the enemies. So I hate the taser weapon. Looking to replace that as soon as possible. The railgun is a thing they improved. It used to take about 3/4 of a second to charge before it fired. That was not the railgun, that was the frag grenade. Whoops. Now, the railgun instantly fires. And it's freaking amazing. So, loadout, we have to get rid of our energy weapon, which I'm very sad to do, but we need to get our loadout total down to 80k. So, let's ditch the taser, and that's down to 95. Jeez, you're crazy. I'd have to lose all those. Alright, let's reduce that and toss one of those. Well, here goes nothing. Well, here goes everything.
Fascinating. The control of the security systems on this ship are shared between multiple AI cores. You'll have to take them all out to secure the vessel for salvage.
Alright, so another thing they did is colorized things. So we can see all the locked doors, we can see where every enemy is, we can see the keys, we can see the upgrades, and we can see the flak cannons. So when we are outside the ship, our weapons don't work, we can only dodge and zoom around, which makes the flak cannons actually really serious. We actually got really lucky because, like, the entire left side, except for that right there, is unguarded, so we can just easily head up there and sneak in without, you know, worrying about the flak turrets whatsoever. So, yeah. I'm thinking... yeah, we can grab plenty of keys on our way through. Oh yeah, they always give crap tons of keys. I think it is set so that every locked door does always have a key. So you can never be, you know, locked out, or, you know, there's a locked door, and the core is on the other side of it, and I'm screwed! Thanks, randomness! That is a thing that can never happen. So, yep. Definitely getting in here, grabbing the keys, destroying that, and then we'll just work our way down. We can take out that core, then the sentries. Actually, sentries, then core. Because, yeah, killing off the sentry system's ability to be a sentry system is kind of amazing. So, confirm loadout, and let's go in.
Data recovered.
Mostly going to be... spike dogs. Trying to frag grenade all the spike dogs away. Mostly.
Key code recovered. Key code recovered. Key code
That
recovered.
I'll be on my way. Oh no, whoa no. Yeah, you do that. Okay.
Flak system neutralized.
That is why I freaking love the railgun. God damn, is that amazing. We're good with that, then. Good.
Key code recovered. Data recovered.
Ram Spike is okay. Not a huge fan of it, but, right, I said sentry systems first, but...
Cortex core
oh well.
system neutralized.
Okay, so we got another keys, 2 keys there, so that's good. And I'm not gonna bother killing the... oh wait, I have to kill the door lock system. Destroy all systems. Okay, in we go.
Hull
So,
repaired.
fix.
Sentry control system neutralized.
Alright, so, all those sentry guns are now, you know...
Key code recovered.
totally taken out.
Key code recovered.
Also, may as well do that. Yeah. Did I forget the... no, they're both down. Good. Well, that happened. Okay, so... gotta input codes to open the door. Which means using the arrow keys on the keyboard. And
Door
gone.
control system neutralized. Data recovered.
Well, that worked.
Data recovered. Grenade ammunition depleted.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. Got plenty of railgun.
Shield generator system neutralized. Cortex
Gone.
core system neutralized.
And now we reap the rewards.
Your equipment expenditure was within the recommended budget for this mission, Captain. Our fiscal department appreciates your respect for their guidelines.
Oh yeah, and I completely forgot, there's also time limits. You get bonuses if you are under the time limit. So the more you're under the time limit, the more moolah you earn. So yeah, you know, lovely little net profit off of that one. Basically, if you die, that's another thing they updated. In the most recent update, they drastically reduced the amount of money it takes to basically have another life. Used to be, like, you had to pay for the suit, whatever it cost, and then you had to pay something like 200 to 300k for the pilot, and now it's only a flat fee of 100k. So, dying costs immensely less, so, you know, if you happen to die, it's not you're absolutely fucked like it had been before. Now you can have another chance, and also have money in the bank for having a good loadout for the next attempt. And, okay, nothing with artifacts. If a ship has an artifact, it will say so right on the line there. But none of these have an artifact. The artifact ones have an extra bonus limitation. If you complete the limitation, you get an artifact with which you can unlock the extra mechs and the skins for those suits. So, keep alarm systems, that's annoying, but doable. No supply pods, keep 3 systems. And just to outline them, we have the core, alarm system. The alarm system almost always protects the core, but not always. Basically, it will, if the alarm system still exists and the core is hit, the alarm will be triggered, and there's usually alarm bots around the ship that will, you know, if you go across their line, then the alarm will be triggered, and, like, everything in the ship will know, oh, you are here, and will basically descend on you. And let's see, sentry system we saw, shield we saw, nuclear destruct system. Anytime a system is destroyed, it will self-destruct with a nuclear explosion. This was recently changed. It used to do full nuke damage to the enemies, and also to you. Now it just does, like, half nuke damage to the enemies, and full nuke damage to you. So, you know, it used to be a mega chain reaction thing of, you know, it would clear out the area and possibly trigger more nukes and possibly kill other systems. So they sort of said, yeah, let's tone that back a bit. Door lock systems, yep. Destroy the system. All the doors are now unlocked. Fail safe. Automatically assumes the functions of the last destroyed system. That makes things very difficult. Basically, whatever you most recently destroyed is not actually destroyed until you also destroy the failsafe. That, combined with the repair system, can make things amazingly frustrating to deal with. This will repair whatever the most recently destroyed system was. So, yeah, the two of these together, if you have some kind of really massive ship of things being replaced and repaired, it can make things amazingly difficult. But let's see what else we have. No energy weapons, don't trip alarms, don't use repair kits. Potentially interesting. Scrapyard, destroy alarm systems, don't use repair kits, and don't trip alarms. That's okay. No energy weapons, loadout max. Alright, nothing with destroy all systems. So... oh, and there's another one. The hazard system. Most ships will have hazards. Things like just randomly spinning saw blades, giant stamping machines. Basically, picture that one scene in Galaxy Quest, and you've got it. And, in ships that have a hazard system, if you destroy the hazard system, all those hazards get shut off. In ships that don't have a hazard system but do have hazards, you can't turn off the hazards. So yeah, that is really, well, hazardous. And the shuffle system, every 60 seconds, all the ship's systems will swap places. So, if you are working to destroy the repair system, or the failsafe system, or the nuclear destruct system, and then they are no longer there, then, yeah, that can be really bothersome. Not really dangerous too often, but definitely bothersome. Hey, Tiger. And, I don't like the don't trip alarms one, because I am pretty bad at not tripping alarms. I also don't like ones that don't use repair kits, so... Alright, so if we keep 3 systems, we could keep the alarm system, the door lock system, and the sentry system? Those are really poor rewards. About this one. Yeah, yuck. Let's try for this one. Destroy alarm systems. Again, though, they're really poor rewards, but there's not really anything with good rewards except the garbage loadout max. That is the one I like the least.